okay. I'm waiting a few seconds to make sure that everything is working fine and that it's slightly less jerky. All I changed was bitrate. I did not change any of my other settings, so if it's still jerky after this, then, that's on me. I'm literally just walking back and forth watching my stream. Yes, it's smoother. Okay, so I just can't go to the higher bit rates that I wanted. So that's a shame. I'm grumpy about that, but whatever. No, again, that was not your guys' lag. I knew it was me, but I really could not change it until I was done with the fight. Because I cannot pause in the middle of a fight and then hope that the game won't hang. So let's talk to the Rachni Queen now. Benezia's body. Oh, wait. No, it's not her body. Notice the dead Asari commando suddenly standing up. That's weird. Man, they had some questionable camera angles.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Yup. Peach, zombie time! The Rachni Queen is speaking through the dead person. That's not weird at all.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
You like some of the poetic language that's going on? Yeah, they have some unique word choices that they use for the Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
So, all those Rachni we've been shooting. Now we're getting a little bit of a different angle, aren't we?
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children,
It's not necessarily the
we
best
stand before you.
way
What will
of
you
describing
sing?
things, but
Will you release us? Are we
this
to
is a
fade
cool thing we
away
can do
once
right here.
more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
So, because the scientists literally fucked up physically the Rachni, babies, they're all screwed up. But the Rachni Queen is okay, and we can either choose to free her, in which case the Rachni can reproduce and become a living species again, or we can kill her and they will go extinct, as we thought they already were extinct. So it's sort of interesting considering the history of the Rachni Wars, that the Rachni, you know, were killing so many people, and here I have the opportunity to either continue the history or change it.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
I like how they are very musically oriented, the Rachni. I love that you thought bugs and decided music.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke
Cricket
in
and
this
cicadas, that's
place.
cool.
The last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
The yellow sour note reminds me of people that I know who are synesthetic with sound to color, where they hear music through colors. So it makes me think Rachni are synesthetes as well. I know that they are struggling to alter their vocabulary into ours, but I'm just gonna say synesthetes because I can. So here I can either choose to kill or free. And I am going to free her. Pry my Paragon choices out of my cold, dead hands. I'm freeing her. So describing song with color could either mean a metaphor or actually literally. But I want to go with the bit of both. So here we go. I will not kill you. Hey! Hello! Welcome back.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
Ooh, good call, Peach.
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
This is the reason why I brought Rex, guys, because Rex is one of the species that was integral into winning the Rachni Wars, so Rex is going to be grumpy at me. Hi again, John. And look, I won't commit genocide. They could be a powerful ally, etc. Look how all of these are sort of related to what the Krogan are going through now, because Rex's people are sort of going through shit. They need allies, etc. So this is sort of appealing to Rex.
Are we any better if we kill them all?
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later, just like we did for the Solarians.
You'll still be pissed at me, though.
Will give us the chance to compose anew. We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
John walks in the middle of a
Great.
zombie.
Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
Alright, Rachni Queen, let's see if you're true to the word about saying that you're just gonna leave and not hurt. Isn't she sort of cool looking? Like, look at her! And if anybody is wondering whether or not this comes back in the later Mass Effect games, only time will tell. Alright, Rachni really do look cool. I like her and I apologize for comparing her to the Borg Queen. Yep. Hey Lily, you didn't know what was gonna happen next, and I was like, I'm not gonna say that I actually really love the Rachni Queen. She's cool. So she's left. My bro Rex is grumpy at me. Now we have to leave. And the Rachni Queen also asked that we kill the rest of the Rachni that were tainted and fucked up by the scientists. And this is why you do not ethically experiment on people. We can talk about the whole ethics of whether or not you should ever promote a story of people got mentally screwed up, therefore kill them. But that's what this plot is technically in this one side plot. There are other side plots that do much better on mental health stuff. On this one, though, I feel like it's a little bit different than just mental health, because they were literally experimented on and literally... I mean, it's still not good, no matter what. But, yeah. Do not do Jurassic Park. And here's Mr. Dude just sitting in the middle of the room. I always love that. Like, you just walk in here and there's this fucking dude in the middle of the fucking location. Like, wow. It's just so obnoxiously weird every time.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
He has a vaguely Russian accent. Yeah. Thankfully, he is not possibly evil. This is actually a good Russian. Yay! Because we need to take away those stereotypes. I have a friend who's Russian and just absolutely gets so pissed at Russian film stereotypes, as Peach is pointing out. We're just, wow. We keep doing that. The USA is terrible like that.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic
It's so
code
bad,
of their
yeah,
fathers.
it really is, Peach.
Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
The best thing about Star Trek TOS's choice of adding Chekhov was, we need to make him cute and sexy because everyone's crying over the Beatles, but we're also going to make him Russian in the middle of the Cold War, and that's how we're going to draw our teenage girl audience. Like, they did that, and I always just love that.
I'm not familiar with the purge
Also that it
system.
worked.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
I think originally he was supposed to have like a lost leg or something that made it very clear that he was stuck here, and then they didn't do it, I think. Yeah. Walter Koenig, well, I've seen all of the living TOS actors in conventions. Walter Koenig, I was front row. That guy was pretty cool. So, here we go.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor
The wig
network
does
is too
look bad,
damaged
yeah.
to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
Screw you, stupid AI.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
I don't remember if the dialogue is actually supposed to change once she's died or not. My memory's vague on that. So I don't know why the AI said she was alive. For me, I sat there and I'm like, I didn't think the AI ever said that, but maybe I missed it. I don't know.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
We would be wise to avoid touching any controls without reading the instructions.
That is advisable for all systems within this facility.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
I love that you can either say, where can I get it, or you can mumble something. You can try to fake the code.
6 Emperor Tyrann 3.
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
Who would have those codes?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive
John,
officer
nice.
of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Alright, here we go. So, hey, Yaroslav, I need you. I need you, buddy. Mr. sits in a chair in the middle of the fucking room.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira instructions.
Bye-bye. I probably should have been like, warning, gross thing coming up, but I mean the... The dated graphics means I don't like it gross things. I still probably should have warned. It's an M-rated game, you know what you're watching. Alright, so he just died. But we can still take the codes off his body. Give the Russian access to the... I wanted to make a nuclear vessel joke, but it's nuclear codes. Darn it. Lily will at least appreciate what my brain wanted to do. Alright, now we can get the real codes. And activate the purge. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, I think that's the most visceral one that, 1 has. Mass Effect 1 has. There's more emotional, psychological horror stuff, but yeah. Oh no, he split ketchup on his tum-tum. Yep. His tum-tum is beef now.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without
Alright,
proper
here we
code
go.
authorization.
And then you gotta either run for it, but it's sort of fun to try to run for it as slow as possible so that you can get as many XP points as possible. Because the
Code
Rachni are
input
gonna run.
875020079.
Here we go.
Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Alright, run time! And this is why you gotta be careful. Because they will do that. And that's why I saved right before I did this. Did you notice? Okay. And as you'll notice in the journal, we are done with the mission. So we have left to do for the Noveria mission is basically get off the planet and chat down with my team about what just happened. So we did it! Noveria is successful. That is how you purge. Yep, that is a purgy purge. It is a very purgy purge. Alright, and here we go back. Whee! It's a really slow fade out. And chat with everybody about what the fuck happened. Hi, buddies.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then release the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Alright, there we go. We did it! And now we can have, now after every single major mission, all of your conversation options with your, buddies, reset so that you can have more conversations with more dudes and get further on their characterizations. Yep, Ashley is just gonna be like that. I knew you were gonna like that line.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I love you, Joker.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Yes, Noveria, the ball-selling planet. That's definitely what it is. The ball-selling planet. Alright, so I get to chat with dudes. I'm gonna do some chats with people because why not progress my relationships with everyone? I love Joker. Joker deserves all the smooching. I'm gonna talk with my boyfriend first. Hi, Caden. Because he is conveniently located right here, as the game wants him to be located right here because he is my romance option. Hey, bud.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I got a bad signal. And if you're a... maybe there's someone else you'd rather confide in. Ma'am.
See, the game already plays the romance angle of you have to pick who you're romancing. And, so, you can try to romance both of them. Unfortunately, you cannot fulfill relationships with both of them at the same time. The game does not give you poly options. Yeah, so, I'd heard that they actually switched Ashley and Caden based upon whether you're playing male or female Shep, but Silas, who's actually played both, can confirm or deny that. Thank you.
All right, Alenko. Off the record, permission to speak candidly, cross my heart and hope to die. What are you talking about?
Mr. Sensitive Boy.
Dr. Tassoni, ma'am. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you as more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. To my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
Look, there's nothing between Liara and me. What's the real issue here, Caden?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. Do you get my meaning?
Talk to me, Caden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
So for people who are just coming into this conversation now and might not have seen all of my conversations with Caden, Caden is somebody who's a biotic, which means he can do the science fiction magic stuff, and he was one of the first humans to really be noticed to have the biotic ability. So he got shipped off to this station where a Turian was trying to teach the children how to use it properly, and crap went up. And it was a very unpleasant experience. So Caden likes to vent to me about his, backstory of that time in his life.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Oh, look, he just did the dump about, oh, it's Turians. Okay, so he's just starting to talk about it. He's gonna talk a bit more about this.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
They really needed to change the volumes on this part. It's always so quiet, it annoys me.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to New Beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
Oh, a few kids died. That's good.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Special?
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
And this is where you lock into the romance.
You're not out of line, Caden. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
We're complicating the chain of command. And then we've gone through that conversation, then we can just do like more basic combos.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Which isn't going to be much.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
So there we go. And now we can talk to Liara. And see how she's doing after the fact. We literally just killed her mom and she was there. Hey Liara, how you holding up? How's life?
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
So, that's what her thoughts are. And we can go into a personal conversation. Oh yeah, the face is very shadow. It's just bad lighting. I am all shadow. I am the knight. They have a lot of questionable shadow decisions because they weren't expecting Shepard to have darker skin tones. I've noticed that. I've always played a Shepard who's been on the darker skin tone side, and there's been a few scenes where I watched, I'm like, yeah, they definitely rendered this for pale people.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
So you saw us as some kind of joke?
As I said, I was ignorant about your species, but I have been watching you and your crew. I feel as if I have learned a great deal. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
I like that that's still insulting.
You're basically saying we bully other people to get our way.
Unfortunately, that is how most of the galaxy sees you. I understand why they think that way, though I don't necessarily agree with them. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
See, Liara it has, like, I almost said tongue-in-mouth disease instead of foot-in-mouth disease. We're not gonna talk about that. She wants it to be tongue-in-mouth.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I was waiting for the lag. I'm like, as soon as I say tongue in mouth, there's gonna be responses.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
And because this game was done in 2007, you can have the option to be very confused about the fact that gayness exists. Obviously we don't need to click that option. And then if you do click that option, they explain, Aksari can mate with either species, yay! But, you know, humans can do that too. With either gender. Any gender. I cannot talk. This is why I type instead of speak, because I cannot speak right. You intrigue me as one of the gayest things you can say. Yeah, Liara is so freaking gay. And then I'm gonna tell Liara, sorry, I'm taken. And I am just doing that one thing.
I care about Caden. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else.
Thank you, Silas, for reading where my mind was when I accidentally said species and genders and I was mixing it all up. My gender is core. Yeah, I was like sitting there, I'm like, oh no, I accidentally made aliens genders. Alright, everyone, say your gender. I guess I'm Solarian now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I should go. I should go. I forgot the Mass Effect parody lyrics to the song. Your Rachni gender. I love you guys. That is a good gender. Rachni is a good gender. Okay, see, this is what happens when you get a bunch of mostly queer people together, is that when they hear something like that, they're just gonna take it and go with it and be like, this is my gender, and start saying a bunch of aliens. I love you guys. Let it go, can't... Okay, so, there's a Mass Effect parody, that's I Should Go. It's amazing. I heard it when it first came out, back when Frozen first came out. Technically, I think it has quote references to the third game, but it's actually pretty damn entertaining. I should find it. Yeah. So who should I talk to next? Should I talk to Ashley? Should I talk to Rex? Should I talk to Tully? Or should I talk to Garrus?
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
While I
You bet,
do
Commander.
supply stuff, I will see what the voting of doom is. Oh, we got the Spectre shit. Okay. These are like the ultimate things to get. If you notice, they're very good. So, the HMWA stuff, it's HMWA 7. I'll think about it. I was mostly looking for other stuff. Nope. Gender abolition is about making gender as meaningless. Yep, it basically. Yep. Alright, so we got Garrus votes. You guys have wonderful, wonderful taste. Let's talk to Garrus! Hey, butthead.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Yeah, when you told me about the way that you were cheating that system, I just cracked the fuck up. That's terrible, Silas. That's absolutely terrible. It's cool, though.
Like what?
Are we going to talk about
Probably the
Salient?
same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually taught me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
So, did you just get that drop? I know it's the music fucking overkills people on this scene. I hate it, but did you just get that? Garrus. My dad talked me out of being a Spectre when I was younger. That's interesting. Garrus almost did the same high-quality, badass rogueness that I'm in now.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Lore drop, lore drop.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Garrus. I hate policy, I hate procedure. Garrus's gender is chaos. Okay, not that bad, but yeah.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Yeah, you can imagine how much you enable Garrus if you're a rogue. Alright, so we voted for, Chaos is an extra option, you know, because, you know, gender, you can have multiple genders at the same time, so, you know, lots of people, you know, combine chaos with, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't even know. It's like ice cream flavors. You can have a scoop of as many as you like. And then Ashley's looking at all her guns. Yeah, because I always felt like this station was very Ashley specific, so, yep. That makes sense that it is actually Ashley specific. Hey, Ashley. I think this is where this is gonna be her big bomb drop too. There's gonna be a lot of people dropping bombs on me right now. So, yeah, basically about their past.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt. Just saying, Commander.
So, yep, here we go. So, Silas, have you gotten to this conversation yet? Or is this the first time you're going to be hearing about your wife's, past here? Is there someone who isn't thirsty, Tyr? Love you,
Take a few
Lily.
minutes to talk, one-on-one.
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Scuttlebutt says that he's already... See, I love how everyone on the ship has talked to each other about who's romantically interested in who. Are we in junior high? This is why this is a dating simulator, guys. Peach, you can desire good water, the actual thirst of getting your bodily needs met. That sounds so weird. This is why I shouldn't talk. This is why I'm not a public speaker. This is why I will never be a world-class famous Twitch streamer, because I'll be sitting there being like blah 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 the entire time. So here we go. Tell me about your family and your sister who called Caden cute, because I have to be protective of my... No, I don't care.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
So, let's ask about everybody.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Hey, Peach, you're slightly more functional than some people, I guess. I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking about this group of people, and I'm like, do I call any of you guys functional? Can I, like, call you all dysfunctional? Is that an insult? I'm, like, trying to tease you guys in a way without accidentally saying something stupid. Here we go. Let's talk about family. Sisters.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Alright, Tyr and Peach are functional. Functional enough for the humanity functionally-ness of functionality. I am not the most functional, do not give it to me. Especially not tonight.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
The more cats, the better functional. That's it. Cats are coping.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
I think it's interesting that when you do this form of Shepard, Shepard will drop that she's an only child and you'll actually talk to Mom and stuff, and it's very interesting that you, like, Shepard's mom is a character.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vidmails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active
John,
duty.
relatable.
Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
Alright, so this actually isn't the big lore drop for Ashley. We have to keep talking to her before she gets the big bomb that's dropped. She made a hint in this conversation. I don't know whether I should bring out the hint or not. I guess it depends on whether you guys want to get to it organically or if I should say, hey, did you notice this weird thing that she mentioned in this conversation?
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into.
No, she's awesome.
They do great things to her figure, though.
No, swords with an awesome dress? No, your sister has it going on. I'm just saying. Organically,
so
cool.
What did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
That's a terrible response. That was pointless. Yep.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to
Nerd.
the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
So, fun fact is Ashley quotes several poems throughout the series, depending on other factors, and they had to change the poems several times from the original script due to copyright crap and go to, like, public domain poems sometimes.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff.
And then she goes straight at you.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
F to dead dad.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
And then you can, choose any sorts of option. This is sort of an interesting one.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? Well, I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
So yeah, there we go. It is sort of fun that Mass Effect does some religious variations. There's some interesting characters who are religious.
Ma'am?
My favorite religious character, to the point that I accidentally ended up dating, well, didn't accidentally, I got swept into dating her even though I didn't plan to. It's someone from Mass Effect Andromeda, Suvi Anwar, and she's like this hardcore scientist, and she talks about how she finds God in science, and she just keeps talking about that sort of thing, and it's really cool, and it's fun, and enjoyable. I've done my 2 hours of streaming. I figured I could just keep talking to people. I don't know if that's boring for you guys. If you want, I could start doing missions to, excite things up, because I know that this is a whole lot of talking dump. So, if you want me to do missions instead, just give a holler. Because, yeah, I've gone through the main plot stuff that I'm going to for this stream. Hi, Jaya! Otherwise, it's just I can do side missions. A softcore scientist. My brain went NSFW routes. Okay, so we're getting votes for actually doing more lore stuff. I should not be surprised with Tyr and Lily wanting the info dumps. So we'll chat with them. Just chat with my characters. Hi, dudes.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down.
Hugging Tully.
I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
So when Tully mentioned it was too quiet to sleep, I got reminded of Bill Monroe from my bluegrass obsession, because of course I did. I was reading a book about him, okay? I'm reading a memoir from one of his bandmates. But one of the things that's funny about Bill Monroe is he slept in the noisiest area of the bus, directly over the engine, and everyone was always like, how the fuck does that guy sleep? Anyway.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Which is a very interesting concept to talk about as, you know, the people who don't finish a tradition, right? There's a few characters in the Mass Effect book series that are Quarians who leave, actually, I think. I swear the twins weren't part of... Oh shoot, or am I getting them confused with someone else? Shoot. I need to reread the Mass Effect books! It's been so long, I'm probably remembering everything wrong. I sleep with white noise so that I can block out other things that I don't like hearing, like my downstairs neighbors. And it's gotten to a point that, yeah, even if I don't hear my downstairs neighbors, I sleep better with the white noise.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Her combo's not long. Rex is gonna probably be longer. We only have... Is Rex the last one? Is Rex the last person I have to yabber with? I think Rex is the last one. Cool.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
More sexy voices for you, Silas.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good? He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You can't date Tali in the first Mass Effect game, but by the second one you can.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo
Rex's
freighter.
voice is good.
Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
I've heard they've already made mods for the Legendary Edition with the Tali Romance option, or trying to pull out, deleted dialogue or other stuff. I read somewhere that. Don't trust my word for it, I could be remembering wrong. Really don't trust my word for it. I did hear with the mods for the original series, non-Legendary Edition, that the mods did have some weirdness to it. Some animation wonkiness sometimes. Obviously the wrong pronouns. Tali would call Shepard a he or something on occasion. But I mean, better than nothing.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Sort of interesting, though, that Rex is like, in hindsight, I did technically meet the big bad we're chasing after now.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Yeah, that's fair tier with the... yeah. Yeah, it's just... oh well.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
There we go. Woohoo! Yeah, I do like the fact, though, that Mass Effect, some characters are, gender locked. Some of them are straight, some of them are gay, some of them are pan or bi or whatever. I do like that it does have that variety, to have all sorts of different type of representation. Not that it wouldn't be fun to have everyone be this giant pansexual party. I wouldn't complain to that either. But I do think it's nice that there's some straight characters and then some gay characters. It just feels nice. Light, we know this about you. We know this about you. Just kidding. Yeah. Here.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the Ambassador?
I'll
it's not
say
his
it later.
signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Okay. I was going to say, I was going to do some just random side missions for funsies. I still feel like streaming, and if people still want to hang out, I can keep going. Technically, I have hit my 2-hour mark, but I mean, it'd be fun to keep streaming if people want to still hang out. Seth Green, is that a name I should know from somewhere?
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Okay, so Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he was... Wait. Okay, John, expand! I'm curious! Tell me more!
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
Oh, the werewolf boyfriend guy? Oh my gosh! Okay, thank you for telling me!
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer.
AU or Joker's
Good luck,
a werewolf.
Commander Shepard.
I'm just gonna say
We
it.
will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Just gonna say it, Joker is now a werewolf in some world. Some AU, Joker is a werewolf. And I will stand by this, just based upon what John just said. Yep, we got hints for Vermeer. Do not go to Vermeer yet. Do not go to Vermeer yet. Have I gone to all these places? I don't even know. I'm gonna pop to the Citadel, because I might have more things I can do here. Bye, bye, Noveria. Bye, bye, bye. The holograms are gonna eat you alive. You are right to be a terrified person. Light, you're gonna have to suffer because you know exactly what choice I'm gonna make in Vermeer. You know
Message coming
what
in.
I'm gonna choose.
Patching it through.
Sorry.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
Woohoo! A side mission that just popped up.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
I'm gonna laugh. Okay, the Vermeer stream is gonna be so much fucking fun. I will let people know which one my Vermeer stream is. Next stream is obviously not going to be Vermeer because I still have to do Pharos. So probably 2 to 3 streams from now.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
I'll be curious to hear about it later, Lily.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
Cool. Free side mission. I'm still hopping onto the Citadel first, because I fucking can, and I made my choice. Okay, y'all, while I go pee, who am I picking for my buddies to hang out with me? Who are my 2 squad mates going to be? Not like it really matters when I'm on the Citadel, but since you haven't had the chance to pick yet, might as well do some picking. Ha! I hear that and I'm like, Banjo! Alright, let's see what the choices are. Okay, I just noticed Light saying the fun thing is going to be seeing all the differences between our playthroughs because of Vermeer. Vermeer is really interesting. That mission has a ton of different things that can happen. Not just for the one choice you're thinking about. There's tons of other choices that will have a bigger impact. So, yeah, have fun watching Vermeer and also playing through and seeing how many totally different things can end up happening. I know how to get certain results, and I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm going to let you play and figure the fuck out if you made the right choice. Okay, so Garrus and Liara, Ashley and Rex. Garrus is good too. Kaden and Tali, Kaden and Garrus. I guess Kaden and Garrus are the most wanted. Citadel's most wanted. Kaden and Garrus this time. Sure.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
You know, Silas, when you just yell haddock at me, you need a little bit more context because literally everything I do deserves some sort of screaming at me. Just kidding.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Remember that sentient machine that we ran into? That's what that news report is calling to. Okay, what's the team name that you're thinking of? Let me hear of team name ideas, because why not? Technically, I could do some inventory unloading if you guys can suffer through with such a horribly boring thing as part of the stream. Everyone's really talky tonight, so
Hello,
that's
Commander.
fun.
Show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
I was gonna say something really stupid like Team Sexy, but of course I was. These are almost worth getting. They even though they're... Really, it's better to... I really don't care. I'm just gonna get these motherfucks. And then sell my shit. Team Rocket! Amazing. Okay. Just start selling crap. I don't need to sell everything, I just want to get some stuff out of my fucking life. You guys are creative and you guys are nerds. I'm gonna say it like it is. Oh, get rid of all the freaking polonium. Yeah, okay, the proton rounds. Aw, Hurdy. That's sad. Okay, that's at least less crap. It's whacking the... Okay, yep, no, you guys are all nerds. Complete nerds, utter nerds. I'm just looking to see how shitty my equipment still is. Okay. That's still a shitty amount of... Oh, gosh. Nope, I need to keep selling. But first I'm gonna make sure that my boyfriend has some decent equipment. Anything that has a 7 on it, keep. Everything else, just chuck it. The inventory crap that you have to suffer through in the first game is both fun and pathetic sometimes. Alright, now you gotta tell us what the fuzzy video game critter is. You know, this is now, like, required. It is factually required. I demand it. Technically, I could put him in higher armor. You know, whatever. There. The same one, just higher up. Neck buffer. Better than nothing. Okay. Garrus's equipment is still decently good. Not like you use all these, but I just sort of like, while I can, hold on to the good stuff. Okay, you're a nerd, and it's very good. Congratulations on successfully nerding. Alright, continuing to sell shit.
Hello, Commander.
Selling shit. The most
Show me what
exciting
you
part of
got.
the entire video game. Selling shit. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of lots of these things. There's so many of them. So much crap. It's like my life, my house, just too much crap. already by level. I'm so stupid. So much crap. It's at least slightly better. I think that's better enough. I'm gonna live. And that's still a lot. Why are there still 4s? I'll do more later. At least I got some crap off. Alright, let's see if there's any shit that can be done while I'm in the Citadel this time around. I honestly do not remember if the missions reset after you do something like Noveria.
Your biotic skills are extremely impressive, Lieutenant. I rarely see anyone with your level of ability.
I've always held back a little when I use my powers on living targets. Fear of hurting someone, I guess. But after what I saw on Eden Prime, I'm not holding back anymore. Not against a Geth, not against anyone.
Fear of holding back for fear of killing someone. I wonder where that comes from. Not your tragic backstory. Well, it's not like... Alright, wandering around. Let's see if there's any more people to pester. Is this gonna be... Nope, the protest hasn't started yet up there. Okay. Frequent a few locations, see if anything interesting's around. Yeah, all tragic backstories are about, like, fluffy bunnies and stuff. That's what they're about. Not like, you know, being afraid of killed people or, you know, based on the fact that you killed people before or other stuff.
Commander, thanks again for all your help.
Blah, blah, blah. We can dance. Since we're here, we're dancing. Doing the Shepherd Shuffle. Oh yeah. Okay, right, she doesn't shuffle in the first game that much. Commander Shepard's terrible dancing. Do not forget Shepard has terrible dancing. We're gonna keep dancing to just make you guys remember that Shepard is a terrible dancer. Watch me. Watch me just do the fucking dance. I'm just so good. They animated that, guys. They animated Shepard as a terrible dancer. It's great. Alright. Lily, Shepard dances better than anyone in this chat. Oh, come on. I can't do that little arm wave thing. Actually, I'm probably proving your point. Tyr, you know the way that you dance is by dancing. That's how you dance. Peach is just gonna bust out all these moves. You're gonna break dance on your head and stuff, I'm sure. Oh, right, I have to click a button. Fancy that. It's not looking like there's anything interesting to do, which is fine. I just thought I would check to make sure that I can completionist my life away. Check out my big hot ass. Okay, Lily brings up a good point. You cannot dance when Cat needs to be happy. Hey, buds.
Your Noveria report raised a few eyebrows in the council, Shepard. I can't believe you let that queen live. There's a reason their species was nearly wiped out. You should have finished them off.
This queen isn't like the others. She's not interested in conquest or war.
Really? I'm glad you're an expert in a species we know virtually nothing about. I hope we're both still around in 50 years to see if you're right.
Genocide of an entire species is a terrible tragedy, Ambassador. Shepard did the right thing.
Fine. I'll just tell everyone we figured it was a good idea to release a fertile Rachni queen in the wilds of Noveria. I'm sure nobody will have a problem with that.
It's fun to see how grumpy he gets.
Yes, Commander?
And then Pharos is the next place we're going to be going. We can actually talk to him about Vermeer. We might as well, so that you guys know what the Mass Effect players or people who know about Mass Effect are talking about. Vermeer is a big mission. But Pharos is where I'm going to next. So Vermeer first, and then we'll talk about Pharos.
Do you know anything about Vermeer?
Sorry, Shepard. I've never even heard of it before all this. You'll have to go out there and check it out for yourself.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Yeah, so there's a Mass Effect joke that Commander Shepard, because all she fucking says is I should go over and over and over again when she leaves. So that's why people made that Let It Go parody, except it's I should go, because frickin' Shepard always does that. Alright, just wandering around a little bit. I'm not seeing new missions, so I can probably just leave. And then do the actual plot with the thing that the guy called me about, where he's talking about a bunch of biotics who were using people as human shields. Dancing with kitties is a very good thing to envision. It makes much happiness. Nee. Running around. Maybe the chunky cat has the best dance moves. Yeah, I ain't seeing nothing. Which is fine. Made my trip pointless, but that's okay. Seasick. I talk like this telepathic species from the last sci-fi trilogy. Are you going to explain what you mean by this?
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes. Kahoku is survived by his wife and 3 children, who are planning a small, private memorial service.
Okay, I'm shaking my head and I'm stopping that dialogue because Kahoku... So there's this terrorist organization named Cerberus. I went to Cerberus and I found that they killed Kahoku. He did not die of natural causes. So I like the elevator reports giving lies like that. Oh, whoops.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Well, he did in my playthrough.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
So where's this stupid fucking assignment? Biotic fanatics have taken over a medical station and drugged innocent researchers. It's in Hades Gamma. Cacus system. Much happy trunk. Okay, cool. Much happy, much excite, much plus adjective. Okay. So Hades Gamma. That's what I said, right? It's a good thing I said that out loud. Oh, there's new places that I can get to going. There's some fun locations over here. If there's... Okay. Here it is. I'm trying to remember how interesting or uninteresting this mission was. There's one interesting mission that I hope I can get to. I think I can get to it. And I'm trying to remember which planet system it was on. dialogue in turn is just based off of internet speech patterns, really. Alright, Chohi is a terrestrial planet. Oh, we get to pick people again. Who am I picking on my team? Technically, it's a biotic mission, so if you guys don't pick at least one person who's a biotic, I will be slightly grumpy at you. Who shall be on my team? Team, team, team. Let's do the team dance. And I'll do, like, maybe this one mission and then call it a night. Teamy, teamy, team, team. Sorry, Lily. Alright, we're getting Kaden and Rex, Liara and Kaden, and Tully and Liara. So we've got 2 Kadens and 2 Liaras as the top votes. So, it's actually a combo I don't do a lot. That's sort of interesting. That'll be fun. Whoops. No, I did click the right people. Sorry, Tyr, I came to you too late with the Tully. I should have waited. More biotics, yes. Cool looking planet surface. Spiffy. Kaden and Liara is a rare combo. I should take them on the Citadel together. I honestly don't know what they say together on the Citadel, whereas most people I do know. So that's the science base, that's an anomalous signal. We'll go to the signal first, and then the science base. You were attentioning elsewhere. That's all chill, my dude. What's the signal? It's probably something that I can't decrypt because I did not bring decryption-y people. Okay. But I don't really care because I'm gonna be plopping by on the planet. I always do a last sweep of all the planets I can land on right before I do the Vermeer. Well, not before. Right after the Vermeer mission. No, actually right before. Whatever, I can't talk. After the Pharos mission, yeah. Oh, I can't decrypt this one, Spiffy. Take all the shit. And matriarch writings. How close am I to getting all of the matriarch writings? 8 out of 10. I need 10 out of 10 literally for a really stupid thing in Mass Effect 3. Transmitter, your comm picks up a recording of a wistful string quartet. See, this is what I'm talking about with the RPG just writing shit. They just give you text explaining what happens. I love it. Kaden decrypts stuff, but I don't have him specialize in it. I just do automatic level ups, which means that they usually don't maximize it. Sometimes I think they might give... I don't know how the algorithm works. The algorithm does seem to usually place things weirdly across the board, but maybe it does focus on concentrate on a few things like decryption. Okay, anyway, close to the transmitter, your comms pick up a recording of a wistful string quartet. You power the system down. Whoever lived here, they haven't been back for some time. The crates are covered with Choi's chalk dust, and the status lights of the shack indicate its atmosphere ran out long ago. That was cool. I'm just gonna look to see how they level people up. So, okay, so they do place some prioritization on the decryption. And the first aid, they give him all. Okay, so there is a little bit of prioritization. I was remembering how it sort of goes like this across the board. So there is a little bit of emphasis that they put on here. Cool. Oh, I already leveled him up as soon as he landed down. I just did the automatic level up a while back. Oh, more matriarch writings. Cool. Did I finally get... Yes! Yes! I got all the matriarch writings. Did you see that? I got all the matriarch writings. Good. I need those for something really stupid in Mass Effect 3, but I need them. There we go. Alright, that was a very worthwhile stop. And now let's drive in the correct direction. I was already driving the right direction. Amazing. You know, back when I first started playing Mass Effect, I didn't know that you could open up the map and then click a flag to follow. I just kept on looking at the map and being like, I think I'm driving the right way. I was so stupid. I'm so glad that the map, you can actually put a location and be like, I want to go this way, and then it'll tell you which way to drive. Tier, you don't know how to do the map thing. So you open up the map, and then you right-click it. Flag, flag, flag. Right-click. And then you'll see it down at the bottom. Oh, you didn't know that I didn't figure it out? Well, the thing is, I didn't know that you could click anything on the map. I thought that the map was just, for show. I didn't read the guide or anything. I just went on it. Tyr had better system of knowledge than I did, apparently. Alright, here we go. Ready, team? Take down the terrorists, but oh, this fucking one. This one. It's basically impossible to keep everybody alive. How much do I want to try and how much do I not want to try? How much do I want to try on this one and how much do I just accept their fate? This is one of the ones that if you try too hard, it's really... You can roll that thing upside down. You can. There's a rare game glitch, but still a glitch that I have run into in the original Mass Effect. I hope they changed it in Legendary, where you can get stuck upside down like a person, like a turtle just on its shell or something. What do you mean, Light, about the Shep actually sprinting? That's always been in there. Or are you just trying to make an analogy to the booster in the Mako? Okay, here goes nothing. I hate... There's no... I don't know how much I'm gonna try to save the dudes. They're gonna die. They're gonna die. Just be prepared for the fact that people are gonna die. Here we go. Fucking this mission. See, these dudes will just stand literally in the fucking way. And this guy's gonna die. Because the biotic terrorists will do that.
Just a scratch. Take down the terrorists, but remember to check your targets. Yeah, I know. Okay, I have these in a weird order and it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna reorder this. That's the recharge, that's a shield. Which one was that? Adrenaline burst. That's the one that I was pushing the wrong button for. There we go.
That's better. Here we go. I'm on the ground. Okay.
The evolution of humanity.
Yeehaw! One dude down. I like how they disintegrate the body in the air. I swear usually I have researchers dead by this point. Is Legendary Edition nicer? Wake up, Liara. Okay. Also, sorry for being boring and like not talking in the middle of this one. Okay.
They come towards you. Stop moving. Keep moving. Feel your mouth.
Thank you. I'm almost wondering if it's because of the lift. All my people are, my teammates are lifting the dudes so that they don't shoot right at them. Civilian losses were tolerable. I didn't see any civilian researchers actually listed as dead, which I've never seen before, but I don't know. Yeah, focus on combat, not words. John, that is hilarious. Good call, yeah. Now, if you started typing meow in the chat, that could be another interesting thing to check. Alright. Cool. We did it. And that was that thing. Grabbing Naginatas. I cannot complain to that. Those are very good ones. Combat optics. Blah, blah, blah. Loot the place. Steal from the scientists. Okay. Was there any other shit that I haven't grabbed yet? There's always gonna be something. And you can hear how the scientists are like, wee!
They're all crawling through my fingers.
Some
I can feel their wings fluttering.
Yeah. I was gonna start making Star Trek analogies. I should probably... Well, I was thinking about, I just finished re-watching for the 300,000th time Wolf in the Fold from TOS, and the whole, we defeated a computer by drugging everybody with happy drugs. Well, we defeated Jack the Ripper in the computer with happy drugs. Alright, thanks for joining, Peach. Have a good one. There we go. Take everything. Do-do-do-do-do. Like, did y'all see any of the scientists die, or did literally they not die?
I can't stop it.
I can't stop it! It's all spinning away!
That guy's not having a good time.
When I smile, the walls chime. I'm making so much music.
Do. And there was that mission. The scientist hearing the background music. That's it. The scientist is making the background music for us. Moon. There's a moon. Very nice moon. Oh, there's an X. Was that the X that I was just at? I think that was the X I was just at. Gotta survey that mineral. Yeehaw. Okay. Alright. Yep, I knew it. I was like, if you guys noticed me saving right before I left, there's a reason I noticed this was a Thresher Mob place just by the location of how it looked. I was like, oh boy. Let's kill a worm. Giant angry space worm. Follow me, but... runs at you on the ground and you're on foot, it will literally yeet you like 200 feet into the air. It's pretty entertaining. It'll yeet you so far. It yeets you far. I'm almost tempted to like sabotage this fight. If I weren't half done, I would show you how much it yeets. At this point in time, I need to let my poor Mako slightly survive. It might kill me anyway because I have very sad Mako right now. I should be dodging better. That's gonna hit. It's gonna hit too. Yeah, it's gonna hit. Okay, so since it's gonna kill me anyway, we're gonna get yeeted. Ready? Ready to see yeet? Watch it yeet me! Come on and yeet me! Yeet me! Please yeet me! Come on! Please yeet me! Here it goes! Here it goes! Yeet me! Yeet me! Yeet me! Ready? Here it comes! Whee! Yeeting. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to. That was just too much fun. That was worth it. No, you play with the Thresher Moths. It's a game. They play with you and they eat you. It's more fun. Are you happy that I'm dodging now, Tyr? It's so fun to get yeeted, though. That That comment's amazing. The Trevor's comment. Come on, get me, you stupid worm. I'm shooting all of your feet. Gonna get that one hit, whatever. Whee! Go in a circle. Ram the... Oh, that's an interesting idea, John. Let's try. Oops, I missed. That was terrible. I cannot... Oh, cool. It, like, flays you. Whoa, it gives you a lot of damage if you do that. That's cool. Okay, that was a fun experiment. Let's actually kill it this time. The car can get heated too. Oh, fucking thing predicted my movements. How dare it. Yeets for all. Life is better with a few good yeets. Come and get it! Come and get me! Giant space worm. And yes, I'm killing it for the pleasure of killing it. I am a hunter now, and I'm very unethical, and everyone will be angry at me. How dare I? Come back, my beloved. Come back. I'm not done with you yet. Oh, that's too close. That's too close. Almost there. So fucking close. End is in sight. Here we go, y'all. Death. And it's dead. Really? I thought it was dead. It was not dead. The game lied to me. Whatever. There it goes. Now it's dead. We're just slightly on fire. That was fun. call it a night. I've been streaming for a while, and it's been fun hanging out with you guys. I'm really glad for everyone who's been able to join. I think I'm gonna hop off and do some other stuff. Let's see what this shit is. Crashed probe. Cool. Salvage shit out of it. It has been fun! Very fun indeed. Yeah, I don't need to. I'm just gonna go back to the ship, do my debriefing, and we'll be like done. I haven't eaten dinner yet either. I was going to, but I actually didn't have the time. I ended up eating frozen yogurt really quickly, but I want my salad. I did dessert before dinner this time.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Good work, Commander. You took down the biotics with minimal collateral damage.
I'm sorry we lost some of the researchers, Admiral. The biotics knew what they were doing.
Nobody could have gotten out of there with fewer innocent lives lost. You saved a lot of lives today, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Yeehaw, and we did it. I'm almost curious. I should not get distracted. No, we're ending the stream before I check something. We're ending the stream before I check something. Exit the game, Haddock. Exit the game. And yeah, so next stream will be at, on Saturday at the usual time, unless anything weird happens, which I do not think it shall. So hopefully I will see you guys then, or pop around in Discord, or wherever you guys feel like hanging out. We will start the Pharos mission, and Pharos, well, you'll see it when you get there, I guess. So, I was like, how do I sales pitch Pharos? No, I can't. I'm lazy. Yeah, you guys have a good one. Adios, and I will be back. Bye.